Hey, I thought I would just share this so that you guys can see how I will operate a funnel and build a funnel with a team. I have a team that builds all our funnels, right? And we have a way about going building, and this includes, when I say funnel, I mean pages, automations, workflows, design, copy on the emails and text messages and videos and all this stuff, right? Like there's a lot involved when you say a funnel, or could be involved. And then you have very basic funnels that less is involved. But I thought I'd just show you a sneak peek of how this works and what is a funnel look like if you're doing something like a VSL funnel. That just means a video funnel, like a video plays and sells on video, and then it takes them through a process. Video sales letter is what is really called. I like to say this is like our infomercial sales video, right? It's all about educating and getting people excited about the thing you're introducing them to, and then if they like it, then they can move forward in the funnel. In this case, this is more like an application funnel. This would work with any services, by the way, any home services, etc. So what you have is you got your meta ads running, and you get the basic here on the meta lead form. In our case, that's what we're doing. Then we take them through and get them to the landing page where we actually have it all built into CRMX to like autoplay the video, where they can watch the first 2 minutes and unlock the rest. And it does that automatically, and it plays a full briefing for them. And this we do because in this specific funnel with this audience, it's better to just, we've learned over and over again that it's better to let the audience self-qualify than us trying to just hammer them on the phones and getting them on the phones, trying to qualify and set the appointments. It's actually become, we're having a lower quality lead and booked rate because our bookings, even though we are good at getting them booked, they're not showing if we just like force the sale, if that makes sense. And I say force it, I don't mean even pushy in the scripting. It's just, I think people feel obligated to say yes, and then they end up just being like, never mind, I shouldn't even gone down this path. This video is made to weed that out, and so the video is designed. That's an important one. Now, this is a heavier lift. You don't always have to do a video. I'm just letting you know you can go down the path, which we've been doing this up right now. We've put over 300 people through this in the last 2 months without a VSL. This is the new thing I just sent my team and say, let's build this instead. And we have the video pretty much done at this point, and now we're about to launch this. So, but I just wanted to show you this, I guess, to give you an insight on how you build funnels. Where I start always is a map. I use Whimsical. This, you don't have to use it. You can use a whiteboard, but obviously you can drag things around. It's a little easier to add notes and stuff. And I actually will build this, map it out, tell them all my thoughts on it, and say, here's what I want, here's what I want, here's this, boom, boom, boom. Obviously, you kind of need to know what you're doing in order to think through it like this. But either way, you map it out. This is step one, is understand strategy and then map it out. I use AI to get my thoughts out. I'll just talk like a normal person's talking to another person, say, here's what I'm thinking on this funnel, here's why, here's what we've been trying, give me your feedback, outline this for me, and give me a quick outline. Then I'll be like, yeah, I like that outline. And then I'll say, hey, make this 3 times better. I need better conversions. Here's why. And I'll say the different things that I'm thinking based on their feedback. And I'll really refine it and say, okay, that's the funnel. Then I come here, and this is basically step two. After step one would be AI consulting, consulting with AI. Step two would be, now let's map this SOB out. And then we map it out. Then I make an overview video just like this, but I'm sending it to my team, and I send it in detail. Here's what I want. Here's why. Make sure you're paying attention to this, and this. This is the pages. Here's the workflows. And as you can see, what's cool is this VSL funnel is 100% AI operated, meaning after it's built, all the setting is AI. We do all the appointment setting, all the contacting, everything to book the appointment. We don't use humans in this process at all. It doesn't mean we don't have humans in our setting process on follow-up and different things later. But right now, the speed of a funnel is important that you use AI. And the reason that is, and why that's working so well right now, is people trust AI to get the job done. So people, meaning whoever just applied here, AI reaches out, calls them, and texts them. First, I always say AI, my strategy is AI text first, just like a human would. So AI should act like a human in its behavior and in its intent, right? So the intent is get a hold of the person that's interested is in the most convenient way possible. I don't care if you're AI. You don't call them. That's not convenient. That's annoying. No one likes being called. No one. Like I shouldn't say no one. 97% of people would rather have a text message than a call, correct? So why have an AI bot reach out on a call first? Do text. There's your first tip. Make sure it's texting. Now, if there is no reply to texting and it's not working, then have them reach out, the AI setter reach out as a phone call at that point to see if that works. But that's a backup. Okay. So you have your AI setter trained to do calls and texting. That's happening. And its job is to get a hold of them and make sure they're like, just confirm whatever they've applied here. It confirms that and just says, so I see that you this, is that good? Cool. Okay, well, would you like to book an appointment? That would be the next step. This looks like it would be a good fit. Then it finds the times and it actually reads the calendars that we've set up inside of CRMX and does the whole damn thing. So it's looking at the calendars, it's doing exactly what a setter would do, is looking at the exact, it'll follow the round robin rules, it'll do whatever you want it to do, and it'll book on the correct closer's calendar, if you have multiple closers, that is. Then it's booked. The reminders will go out automatically inside of CRMX. Then what we do is I train another AI employee that's all its job is to confirm appointments. Which why I do this is because I found even humans, you have to have a different setter and a different confirmation person. It works out better. And so now I have an AI employee that's just on charge and trained on, hey, you are an AI employee that is fully trained on or fully aware of that you're confirming appointments and you're making sure that these appointments stick. And if they reply back to these booked appointments, that you're trying to make sure they're either confirming, or if they're trying to reschedule it. If they're trying to cancel, first try to answer why and handle the objections perhaps. And if you can't, still cancel the appointment. That's okay. Just make sure we don't waste our closers' time on appointments that are no-shows. So this job of this AI employee is to make sure our show rate is high. So not necessarily canceled to show rate, or excuse me, booked to show rate. I just mean everything that's booked, it better be confirmed and show high, or it needs to be canceled and removed or rescheduled, right? So like, in other words, it's okay if people cancel. We want them to. We just want AI to handle that and get them off the calendar so that our closers don't waste their energy and time showing up to 1 out of 3 appointments are showing. That's no fun. That's no good, right? So they see that it gets removed from the calendar in advance because the AI bot did its job. Does that make sense? So 2 different AI bots, different trained roles, same process to train them though, and that's how we put them up. And then from there, the goal is to get the appointment to show, and we have a target amount for $300 per show on ad spend. Sometimes we get closer to that, other times it's way higher. And right now, my hypothesis on this new funnel that we're doing is going to make that rock and roll even better. So, and by the way, the non-qualified, we take them down a different path, and AI kicks in and does the same thing. We just essentially, this is kind of like a downsell. So that's it. That's how I go about building a funnel. There's some brief details here. Hopefully this was fun for you to look at, but essentially I take this, and if I'm building my own funnels, which I can do as well, it's just that we have multiple funnels we're building. So I need a team. I can't like get it all done. Even with AI, it's so much. There's probably 7 or 8 funnels in parallel being built and modified and optimized at the same time on this team on this company that I co-own with my brother. So like, this is a different story. You don't have to have it this advanced. But what's cool is all of this is built in CRMX, all of it. There's not one tool outside of CRMX that I'm building, that I'm using to build all this. AI, forms, applications, the VSL video playing with the opt-in at 8 minutes, all these little trickery magic things, all built inside of CRMX. So what am I telling you? Well, you can do that too. I'm also just showing you, if you don't use CRMX, this is probably the best process I've learned and to build funnels and communicate with teams and get stuff done the way you want it done. Over the past 15 years of building funnels, this is still the best way I know how, which is get your plan mapped out in your like on paper, if you will. And I use AI to do that, step 1, and then come here and map it out visually like this. And the amount of speed that the speed just goes it skyrockets. You can get funnels built so much faster with a team because now everyone's on the same page, less mistakes, etc. Cool. All right, hope this helps. Later.